In this episode, I decided to take a look into Ardmore Ceramic Art Studio, nestled in the rolling hills of the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands. It is the place of creation of the famous South African ceramics that tell stories. These are the stories of heritage, wildlife, and human connection. Ardmore is not just a studio, it is a living tapestry of people, history, and artistry. The philosophy is rooted in African principle of Ubuntu. I am because we are. This ethos means that Ardmore's success is inseparable from the people who make the art. Many of the artists are second generation, with children of the original sculptors now contributing their own creativity. Ardmore provides not just employment, but skills training, mentorship, and a sustainable livelihood in a rural area where opportunities are limited. Ardmore was founded in 1985 by a young ceramic artist, Fair Halstead, who had studied fine art at the University of Natal. The story begins with Fair teaching pottery to the local African people, starting with Bonnie, the daughter of the farm's housekeeper. Bonnie was a survivor of polio. She showed extraordinary talent, and together she and Faye developed a distinctive style that combined sculptural forms with painted decoration. Their collaboration was so successful that in 1990 they won the Standard Bank Young Artist Award, the first time a ceramic studio had received this honor.
Last year, 2025, was an amazing milestone for us. We've been going for 40 years. Faye, our owner and founder, Faye Halstead, started in 1985 on the Ardmore farm in the Central Berg with Bonnie. And yeah, it's developed to what it is today. It all started with the ceramics, and the ceramics are still the hero product. We ship worldwide, we have a lot of wholesalers, but this place is still, for me, because I travel to all our stores, the most unique place. Here's where every ceramic piece is made, completely one of a kind, and that's obviously how the whole story began 40 years ago. Also, this all over here too. This is your everyday today life. This is a woman, also they're also doing art, sitting down. Yeah, it's just stories about Ardmore. Here you got your cattle. Here's traditional Zulu huts. They're making their traditional beer. This is obviously where you drink your traditional beer from.
Ardmore's strength lies in its people. Artists celebrated for their imaginative storytelling helped shape the studio's identity in its early years. Many employees come from the nearby villages, and Ardmore has become a beacon of opportunity, transforming lives through art.
So today is like the first day back for some of the artists, so maybe not film here, I see there's lots of things. So you can see things that have been fired once, and then it will get painted, fired again, and then it will get glazed and fired again. So every piece has at least been fired in the kilns 3 times. If we do something extra, like some gold, anything like that, then it will go into the kiln 4 times.
4 times?
4 times.
Why 4 times?
Because if we add a gold element to those pieces, we add extra detail.
It can't go in a very hot temperature.
It is a different temperature and settings.
Right. Okay. Wow.
So here's where all that happened. And you can see, I mean, these urns and they look amazing. There's an amazing monkey ball there. It's just rhinos, the elephants, it's just art on the next level. And up here is a lot of old work. Have they been fired or all they've been so the most of the figurines were sculpted first, yes, and then they were moved. Yes. All the figurines were made and then put on the
The human stories behind the art are as compelling as the works themselves. Tales of resilience, of talent, discovered and nurtured, of communities strengthened through shared purpose. Ardmore ceramics are instantly recognizable for their vivid depictions of African wildlife. Leopards, elephants, zebras, birds, and indigenous plants. The works are often fantastical, with animals intertwined in a playful, dramatic compositions. These are not just decorative objects. They tell stories, capturing myth, daily life, and the relationship between people and nature. The Midlands landscape itself inspires much of the imagery. The lush hills, the bird life, and the ever-present wildlife. Each piece celebrates both African heritage and the natural environment, blending tradition with imagination.
And then we have our wholesalers, and then also in Joburg we have our production site, where for all the home and the fashion. Yeah, so there's a whole other entity there too. So
Okay, so that's the ceramics part.
this is like the hub. I call this the mothership because it's here where everything is done. Where all the designs for, I mean, they're busy designing now for 2027 and 2028, and everything's still inspired by the ceramics. So here's where it all stems from, and then it filters through to all the other places, to the production up in Joburg.
The studio emphasizes collaboration, mentorship, and recognition. Each artist's name is attached to their work, ensuring they are celebrated not just as employees, but as creators.
Big a masterpiece, one of its kinds that represents every decade. So she did 4 big masterworks. We call it the pillars of the decade. So it started with, I don't know if you saw it in the gallery, it was the angels, Adam and Eve, in honor of Bonnie's Adam and Eve. And then second, we went to obviously wisdom and strength. It was the crocodile and the leopard, and that was in honor of the men bringing the sculpting talents into Ardmore in the second decade. And then obviously we have the HIV/AIDS monkeys, which is in honor of Wonderboy, of his piece that he did. And then we have the COVID masterwork, which is the 4th pillar, and that is talking about, because also Ardmore went through a whole lot of changes during COVID, like as all businesses, and did so much work also for the community. So this is the piece that is our last pillar, the COVID masterwork. So the 4th decade COVID. We call it a totem because you can see it's like and it's 4 pieces. You can see the base, you can see the pangolin, got the virus, and obviously the goatettes coming. So that went into the kiln. Were all done obviously with the same artist, but there's 4 masterworks in one, creating the whole totem.
One of Ardmore's most prestigious collaborations has been with Hermès, the French luxury fashion house. The French brand was looking for fresh, bold imagery that celebrated African heritage and nature. By the mid-2000s, Ardmore had become internationally recognized for its unique ceramic style, and Hermès saw in Ardmore's work a way of bringing African storytelling into their silk scarf line. The scarves were launched in 2016. 2 designs were created, both based on Ardmore's signature style, featuring elephants, giraffes, crocodiles, and lush foliage arranged in intricate, almost mandala-like compositions, blending Zulu-inspired artistry with Parisian luxury. The success of the scarves helped Ardmore expand into textiles, wallpapers, and interiors, further translating ceramic imagery into lifestyle design. In 2010, Ardmore expanded into Ardmore Design, a sister branch that translates ceramic imagery into fabrics, wallpapers, and furniture. Collections such as Wonderboy and Zambezi have been showcased in luxury hotels and boutique interiors worldwide. Ardmore Design ensures that the artistry of the Midlands in South Africa reaches homes and interiors across continents while still rooted in their community here. This expansion has allowed Ardmore's imagery to move beyond ceramics, creating immersive environments where African storytelling surrounds and inspires.